We are live.
We are live. Welcome to Gamers Health, and our kitty and doggy are interacting. So our kitty is just beyond. She's
The
giving me this
camera
look.
angle.
It's like,
Yeah.
"Daddy, why are you giving me up?" And she's been telling the dog one or two things about how the dog should be properly reacting. And now that we're live, she's quiet. I can't guarantee it'll
Yeah, we
stay that
thought
way.
you were gonna hear when we eased in here.
Rate, rates by the getting a little camera's not the most focused at the moment,
Oh.
or maybe because Rach is more back than I am, and
Or is it that we have? Is it the setting that we have on the background? No. Oh.
no. I
You know how
opened.
sometimes people blur their background.
Yeah, no, I didn't blur the background.
Oh.
Although I got studio light on, so maybe I'll turn off studio. There we go. That looks better. Studio light was blurring us out. I don't know what the heck.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was just like, okay.
It's not like we're professionals at what we do
There's
here.
just a pink blob with
There's the
white hair.
cat. There's the cat. Agile, Foobly, Death Angels, Shell Blackview. Welcome all. Keith, welcome.
Hello.
So yes, our animals are having a little interaction. As you can see, nothing phases this one. She is.
She's happy all the time.
Yeah, she's
She
just like.
just wants to be loved, and
Mm-hmm,
like she will play bow very often to the cat,
mm-hmm.
and the cat just doesn't understand. She thinks, what is this thing doing, and why is it here still?
Right, Tina, welcome. Paladin, welcome. Oh my God! So you, Luna, have to be. Yeah. All right. You at least you're not upset at all
No,
by the cat. We're happy
no.
for that. Oh, sorry.
Sometimes she will bark back.
Sometimes she will, but this is part of having animals, and we want them to interact to get it out of their system. So
Right, to kind of get used to each other, and
yeah,
that each other is going to be here for a long, long time. And
yeah. Death Angels, puppy French kisses. Now, honestly, and Rach will tell you, I am not big on puppy kisses in the face. All right. So when we first met this young lady, this little puppy,
that's the
the
first thing you
first thing
did.
she did was smother me with kisses on my face, my lips, my nose, my ear, and I was like, "Oh damn it! I think we've been chosen. I've been chosen. I think the decision was made." So, no doctor's appointments this week. I know we don't.
I just had a scan, an
Rich had a
abdominal
scan.
scan.
Rich had an abdominal scan. Um, I probably should have had a doctor's appointment this week because I didn't break my foot last week, but I did my damn best trying to. When
Oh,
when this little girl got away from us at the park last week, and I went down to my knee with on my foot bent in an awkward position.
right. It seems like you were trying to maybe.
I
Uh,
wasn't trying to step on the leash. I was trying to grab the leash,
yeah,
and
and it
I went
sounds like
down
you
too
were like
fast.
trying to lunge for the
Yes,
leash,
I
and
was lunging.
your toes just bent too
Yeah.
far.
So of course, me being the man
They
that I
were too
am,
dorsiflex.
I was like, no, we gotta walk. We gotta walk for another 15 minutes. We ain't stopping. And then get back to the house. Like, man, my toe is really. And I look at my toe. It was like a little off color. And then by the end of the night, it was off
It was
color.
black and blue.
And then about a day and a half, 2 days later,
The whole
the
across
whole
the toes
toes.
was
Oh my god.
black and blue.
Yes, Fuka. She's trying to kill me. Shell Black, my dragon is playing with his trains. One princess is trying to put socks on, and the pumpkin princess is lazing about in my arms. There you go.
uh,
And Shellback, your wife doesn't drive, neither does Rach.
yeah.
Okay, and
I think that's why we're still in New York.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
God
uh,
forbid I need to get to an appointment and you're
I
not able to.
I dropped
You
my
know.
cell phone at Death Angels. I didn't drop anything on my foot. I bent it at a. I must have bent it at an angle it's not meant to be bent at.
Right. I think it would just went too dorsiflect. Like,
I super flexed it, and
yeah. Because you don't really do lunges.
no, I don't do lunges. It's not my forte. I am not the most flexible person. Okay, I'm not the one that you're going to be saying like, oh, who's the acrobat in the party? It ain't me. Okay, trust me, it ain't me. So yeah, right, right, Tuna. So this girl today made lots of friends at the park.
Yeah. She's come so far with how she interacts with other dogs. So she met this great big husky today, Amadeus, and like he's just a great big gentle giant. But he had a
Yes,
wound on his paw.
from a callus.
Yeah, that they had to remove. So he was out of sorts only if this one decided to go sniffing
Which
around the area. So he kind of went, ooh.
yeah,
But very never did
move.
anything else.
Nope, didn't lean
move.
in.
Yeah,
Didn't move a muscle. And the owner was just like, yeah, that's
that's
about
his tough guy.
that's his tough guy voice. That's it. Uh, Death Angel, gotta watch that. I didn't lift my foot high enough out at the Ham Fest in Huntsville and hit the sidewalk. We were headed in the venue. Still
Oh,
had a bit of walk too. Ouch.
that sucks. Cause like I have trouble seeing depth. So like that time when we were in the parking lot at Ohio when we first came
Oh my
across the
God!
border into
Yes,
Ohio.
and by the way, listen, nothing against anybody who's from Ohio, but when you enter Ohio,
Now Ohio had lovely rest stops, right?
the rest stops were
Clean,
they were
you
awesome.
know, new. But
The,
just this
but the
particular
roads
one,
sucked.
we had just
The
crossed.
rest
It
stops
was
were
like
great.
it should have been in Indiana. It was just when we crossed over from Indiana. So I
Yeah.
guys, and then I got tripped up because I couldn't tell if there was sidewalk or not sidewalk, or if there was like because there was light and dark on the pavement, like because it was all like patchy. I guess because of trying to work on getting it right. But yeah, I couldn't tell like where is the sidewalk, where is not the sidewalk. Because like if there's a difference in coloration like on the floor, I'll be like, oh, and there's a step, and I'll try to just brace myself for a step. And so like I braced myself for something that wasn't there, and tripped myself up.
And the thing is, when she tripped herself up, she yanked my back out of whack. Oh my! I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, in that minute, I was like, no, I shouldn't have done that.
And I was like, oh my God, I gotta drive like this. This is gonna be fun. That was coming back. No,
Coming home from
Wizard
Wizards. Yeah.
No, this isn't for you.
No, baby.
If you want, you got water on the table behind you.
Yeah, you want to go get water? You want to get down?
Don says Michigan rest stops have been redone the last 5 years.
Yeah, New York too. A lot of those were really nice. Where did we go? Oh, we went to first time to CNY. Those ones were beautiful.
Oh yeah. The one right before you come back to Daddy. The one right before Utica was like museum quality. It was just like I was like, holy crap! That was really
they did have like little historical
stuff,
things like displays and
canal.
people there to explain.
I gotta ask my son about the rest stops down there in Tennessee, but he'll probably be like, oh. Like every kid. I mean, he might be 32. Oh, so I was like, all right, thank you. Right, Tuna? No, no. Daddy's finger is not a chew toy.
Loon, come on, girl.
Oh, well, in any case, she's been very good with her walks, and our walks have been very good for us. By the way, sound effects brought to you by Sadie, our ginger cat. You may see Sadie on some of the live streams or some of the other videos when she walks by and that tail goes in front. I can guarantee you that we won't have any tail going in front in this one. She's not going to get any closer than she is right now. Yeah, my son's out in Nashville, so that's
It's okay.
we got to go down and pay a visit at some point. All right, you're right. You want to here? Come back to Daddy, where you're not going to get yelled at.
This creature's making me uncomfortable.
You know, you can just you can just stay with the kid. You can just stay with the cat. So
It's at a better distance.
we've been keeping the doggy. This is our main hangout area space, and I got the computer here, which works out well with it being on me. Because then we'll watch videos, and after we're watching some videos, Rachel will watch some on her phone, and I will.
Yeah, if what he's watching isn't hidden.
Yeah, and I'll often slide over here and start doing work on a computer. Roger, welcome. Jefferson Starship Trooper, welcome. Yes, you can. You'll hear the cat again at some point. I am quite sure. She is a vocalizer.
Yeah, like a typical orange.
Yes.
Marmalade.
Although I don't know of many cats that can woof like she can.
Yeah, that's true. She does woof.
She's got a very nice woof. So this doggy is going to experience the Poconos starting tomorrow because we're going to go up to the
Poconos. It's her first trip up. So we're going to bring the retractable leash.
Yeah.
Not as the primary leash, but, you know, for places that are like a little more desolate that can accommodate for her to like go sniffing in places and like that it's not anybody's front lawn, you know.
So the doggy was licking me, and that I can't.
And of course, we're gonna bring her brush and her comb.
No, my nose is not a chew toy. Okay.
And her toothbrush and toothpaste.
You are. So now our kitty will be staying home.
Yeah, she usually does.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? You're gonna hang out with Roger's daughter a lot. This coming June.
She's gonna have fun with Chloe.
Oh my God! You're gonna be bundles of joy. two dogs driving the world crazy. Yeah, and maybe you'll be just a little bit less puppyish.
Yeah, she'll always be a baby though.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be a spoiled little brat. I know that. That's okay. We understand that. We understand that very well.
The trainer for the puppy class.
Oh yeah,
she's only slightly spoiled.
Yeah, slightly, and then blames me for the spoiling. I can tell which parent
is more strict.
Mommy's more strict, and Daddy's the
Daddy lets her slide and gives her the treat. Yeah, you tried.
You tried. You looked at me longingly. You must. You're dying of starvation. I can see it, dog. You're hiding. You're hiding. I know. Just don't turn me into a chew toy, and we'll be fine. You know, that's the whole thing. So
she's almost completing her. In another month, she'll be complete with her teething process, I think.
Yeah,
and she'll be less
teething.
Yeah.
So my parents still don't quite understand puppydom.
No.
Like is she using the backyard for the potty? If I put her in the backyard, I'm afraid we'll never find her again. I didn't say it that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
she needs to be supervised.
Well, yeah, and then she, it's also like she has to learn that.
Yes, she will when she's a little bit older.
Yeah, because she's very consistently using the wee pads and doing really well with that.
Yeah.
And so, maybe one extended
there.
period when they're away, we can keep the have the wee wee pad set up downstairs and spend a lot of time downstairs to get her used to going out.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't mind her so much when she chews on my ear and licks it, because I can still talk and I can still breathe. It's when she goes to the mouth and nose that I have my.
Those are so sweet though. When you wake up and she just attacks you with the puppy love.
Puppy love. She's like, yes, daddy, daddy, mommy, mommy. I know. Relax, girl. No, relax. See, when you relax.
Oh no.
All right. I want to talk. So you can't go on my shirt. Don't make me get the cat at you. She's like, Sadie's like, what are you doing?
Here, we'll put her butt towards the cat.
Okay. All right. Now, the cat seems to be a little bit calmer now. A little bit. So we can.
Yeah, you're laying on your pillow, girl.
Yeah. She's actually.
Yeah, but we'll just keep the butt facing the cat.
Yes.
Oh.
Proper facing orientation is everything.
Oh yeah. Because watch, if I turn her, she's gonna be.
So, by the way, we've got some future videos planned. We got one on. She's my God, the cat's stretching out comfortably, getting closer.
Good girl. Very good.
I'm gonna get closer so
Very good.
so I can growl at you. Sadie, come on, cut the crap out. So in any case, we've been relax. Wow. She is a motor. So in any case, Rach has been doing a lot of fall cleaning, because when you're putting clothes away from springtime, and in Rachel's case, you've lost a significant amount of weight. There's a lot of things that get moved around, including my piles of clothes, which
I was like, oh, I'll help you.
Yeah, and under my pile of clothes, Rach found what's it called, a vibrating board?
Yeah, a vibration board.
Vibration board. Now, I had
a vibration plate.
Vibration plate. Yeah, I had to think about it, and I went, "Oh my God!" And they're big.
So I was like, and it's heavy. It has a motor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh wow, this shit is heavy. I was like, what is this?
I bought that.
Like, if this is a come up, this has to be something good.
I bought that back in 2020, right before COVID hit, right before I got my congestive heart failure and my pneumonia and all that wonderful stuff. I bought that because I was going for physical therapy, and it was recommended.
And the PT recommended that?
They recommended it.
Oh, yeah. I can see. Because they do say it's really good for arthritis.
Yep.
They say that it's really good for muscle recovery. Like if you do strength training, and then you like use that for, like you stand on it for a little while after your workout. Like it can help with that. That it's good for brain health. There's a lot of claims that I don't know would be true, like that it decreases cellulite, that it can help control blood sugar. That would be one thing that we'd want to test with your.
So we're gonna give thing. When we get back from the Poconos, we're not taking it with us, but when we get back, we're gonna give.
It's too heavy to bring.
Yeah, so a little bit too much to tack around, but we're gonna check into that, and then do.
I did a lot of research into
a user review. Yeah, some feedback onto how that works.
And what we can do is like just stay using it for a while, because like they say too, like it can help with like if you suffer with constipation and just like a whole bunch of different types of issues that are uncomfortable, for people, and also like really good for people that are aging, because and what I read about, like bone density, that it can help improve bone density. And I thought that was right up my street, because I take a medication that can impact my bone density. So I have to go for bone density scans every year, just to make sure I'm not losing, I guess, bone mass. Uh, so um, I feel like that could be something that would be really good for me. And so I figured maybe we can use it and maybe update on like the first week, update on the first month, and then 3 months and 6 months,
Right.
like that.
It'll be another part of the. We'll give you an initial uh, impacts, initial impact or review,
Yeah.
and then
You and
updates.
I might use it differently, Eric. Like you might start with it for 3 minutes a day with on a sitting
Right.
on a chair. I might start 3 minutes a day standing on it.
Right.
For different needs, and you might wear sneakers on it because you have very sensitive feet.
Right.
And the vibration, like they say sometimes, because it's activating nerves, that sometimes people can get a little bit itchy from using it just for a little while after. But yeah, we'll look at all that. Has anybody else used a vibration plate? And if you
Uh,
have, what was your
yes,
experience?
and it's not the earthquake detector. By the way, we had an earthquake detector,
Yeah.
which was the ball on a spring on a kitty's old tree that she destroyed. Because when we had the earthquake a couple of years ago, we were both watching TV and like,
Yeah, it was
why?
summer before last.
Why is this thing?
Yeah, we're like, what's on the blog?
Yeah.
Sanitation's not here. That's not this. That's a little bit strong for the street sweeper,
Yeah. And
and
then
then
it's
it was
like,
like, did something happen in the railroad?
and then it's like,
No.
oh, it's an earthquake.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? Fantasy Ground Academy. Yes, she's a puppy. She's 5 months old. We lost our Dotson over the summertime.
Yeah, in July.
Yeah, her legs are back. They're
She had
prone.
the intervertebral disc disease, and
Yeah.
she lost functionality. Um, like in her hindquarters altogether.
Yeah. So we lost her, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe we don't go back for another. There was two Dotsons we've had, and I was like, yeah, let's. This one is a
And the
bundle
one
of
Dachshund,
fun.
she, had
Yeah,
congestive heart failure, but that wasn't what took her in the end. It was brain cancer, and she
yeah,
was 12. And then this one was 11, and she, you know,
yeah.
the IVDD really did her in, because like when you can't pee and poop without human assistance,
Yeah, no,
that's not
that's
really living.
no. So, but this little girl, and I still, she is a beautiful little puppy, but of course her coloring is black. She was kind of like on the undesirable list because everybody wants the photogenic puppies.
Right, like she was considerably less expensive than one that might have been like the apricot, or the tan ones, or um yeah, all those colors.
So,
You're so cute.
um, now on to I guess our the fall, the fall plans. If there's plans for this channel, um, I'm hoping that by November. So we're on October 18th. So I guess it'll be about just about 2 weeks to get a lot of things in motion, a lot of moving parts. It's only hopefully going to improve. Live streams are all staying. We've got 4 live streams. We're going to add an extra live stream starting this weekend. Sunday nights at 9, every other Sunday. Or actually, every first and third Sunday. Myself, Joe Block, and Joe Lloyd. So that's the Sunday night special. Um, but I'm going to try to, and I hate to say this because it really is an oxymoron when it comes to me. It doesn't. I'm going to be more organized. Okay. Now I was the administrative sergeant whose way of organizing my work in work out was a pile of papers on my desk and
That was
I,
me too as a director.
it's just like,
Oh, we have to. This is important. Let's put it in this area.
as things went to the bottom, they became more and more
Yeah.
imperative. So I want to have a regular schedule. So I want to know that aside from like breaking news, there's going to be 2 to 3 content videos every week. Have days and times set for that. Try to get a bit of a rhythm going. Reboot the Substack as probably a monthly update of what's going on the video channel. The blog will continue. It'll still highlight sales, but it's also going to include, if I can make it work, transcripts of some of the regular content videos, because I'm trying to accomplish everything that people have asked for, and I am learning through tools like AI, ChatGPT, that they can help the disorganized become organized. I mean, it might even help the most organized man in the OSR,
Mm-hmm.
Bad Mike Battleotto. I'm not willing to say that to that extreme, but it's helped me with my videos. I will say that. I use it now to finalize my
Did
scripts.
you get down? You okay?
Maybe she does. I use it to finalize my scripts on my regular videos, which has cut out my oohs and ahs and ums by about 95%, and that amazes me. And by using it, I can tell it's learned my rhythm. I no longer have to tell it. I don't want a script. I want bullet points, and now it just knows when it rewrites my basic ideas. But you also have to know your subject matter, because if you don't know it hasn't given me wrong information yet. It hasn't hallucinated, but it has omitted stuff that I knew was missing. That's like, well, all right, I would have caught that when I was doing a video. Let me just catch it now, since apparently you didn't catch it. What about? So I've been learning a lot about AI. So now by using AI, now Rach has been talking. You ready to come back up? Because you on the floor gets the kitty a little nervous when you come by over there.
She's going back over that one.
Okay. So Rach has been toying with the idea of starting a YouTube channel.
And then at first I was sort of like, oh, well, just perfume, because I just have so much. And, I really enjoy perfume,
Yeah.
I was like, that just seems easy, And then, we were just sort of feeding just different aspects of like what I've done in my life, what I've experienced in my life. And, so it was like, oh, it was sort of like, well, it's a shame that you would just do perfume,
I got something better for
maybe,
you.
yeah, like, and it started to like work with a lot of like my background, and like, perfume being just the tip of the iceberg, like you can talk about perfumes, but
They're like
with
the
more of a
icing.
mindful bend.
Yeah, the perfumes are the accent to
Yeah.
the rest, which was interesting.
So
Yeah, smell-o-vision is an issue. You have
yeah.
to, you have to be able to describe those.
Exactly. You have to be able to describe all the notes and how they work together.
Which makes Rach a great whiskey taster. What's on the table that Luna loves? Well, all right.
Her water is up there. Oh, let me bring that closer to the edge so she can reach it better.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
guys. Come on, baby.
Yeah, she's after something. After that. She's always
her treats are there, but I don't know if she's aware that that's her treat bag. She might be, because she has recognized the bag before.
Yeah, she's a smart little girl.
Yeah.
Always too smart for her own good. And she's
Sorry,
like,
guys.
yeah, I'm posing for the camera over here. Oh yeah, you are.
Look how pretty. What a good girl.
So for folks that don't know, by the way, the doggy blanket that was donated by Tina. So that was
She made it in memory of Donka,
mm-hmm.
and now this dog,
So
Miss Luna, gets to use it.
yeah, and she is spoiled. So in any case, um, again, I was taking well, I'm actually two different courses on AI. Haven't finished either one because as I learn stuff about it, I want to put it into action. Again, and I've run my whole channel through it and what I do, and it's given suggestions on how to, I don't know, integrate my blog and my Substack, which is on
Yeah,
hiatus.
I feel like um,
It's a great
the
organization tool.
the AI really works toward like integration
That's the
and
cat.
synthesis of um what your life is, like
Yes.
because mine was like, you know it was suggesting like sound healings of, taking um you know sound healing classes, and um you know it knows about, my educational background and work background. And it was like, oh, well, you could do so much more. And so like the channel would focus a lot more on mindfulness and just different using your senses basically to be more present
Which is
in your
interesting
world, in your day.
too,
Yeah,
because
to be able to enjoy your life more,
yeah,
like,
and AI went
because I feel like that's
ChatGPT.
what perfumes do. They help you enjoy life more.
Right. Well, ChatGPT was able to take this Rachel's education, Rachel's work background, Rachel's training in yoga
Yeah,
and singing bowls, um, Rachel being legally blind,
yeah.
take Rachel being a cancer survivor,
Hmm.
and take all this and say, yeah, you're looking at a niche with perfumes that is saturated, and that's fine. If that's your passion,
Hmm.
but you have so much to offer as an authentic individual talking about mindfulness
Yes.
and body and
And using
wellness.
perfume, using sound to help, you know, get us into our bodies right now.
So I found that that was very
Yeah.
very telling,
Hmm.
and so now the thing with ChatGPT, like I pay $20 a month for it. You can teach it about one individual. It's hard. It you can kind of separate out two on the same account, but it requires a real strict use of it. But you really, if you're going to be using it for things like ideas for a YouTube channel or ideas for blog posts or things that you might want to do creatively, you want it to understand
It should be
your
a sole
processes.
person's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting another account for Rach
Yeah.
probably over the next couple of days because it's very again it's insightful because sometimes it gets you through the mental block. I mean, I've had times where I've been like, I have no idea what I want to do for a video, but man, I'm overdue and I got to do a video. And instead, I can put a few things in the chat GPT and say, hey, listen, give me some suggestions. And I don't have to like them all, but it's, I think Rob Conley is the one I was like, chat GPT is the ultimate random table. It is. That's one of the uses for it. I mean, that's pretty much how I would use it for gaming as the ultimate random table. I don't need a book of random tables. I just need a few prompts for ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini or one of the others. Yes, yes. No, there's nothing called Luna. Luna does not have an AI. Luna is an AI.
Oh, are you an
Okay,
AI baby puppy?
but yeah, it's a tool now. I had somebody comment on one of the thumbnails I made because I used AI, and it's like, oh, it's AI. I'm not going to watch the video. That's fine. I don't. I am somebody who supports artists. I love what Fugu does. James Shields. I last piece of artwork I had done by James Shields cost me $1,500. I got the original though, and I got all rights to it, including all rights going forward. But I'm happy to spend money on something that's going to hopefully be used. James Shields' artwork was a project that got killed with the OGL scandal, and we'll see if it ever comes back. But you know, AI is a tool. You get out of it what you put into it. So I could never replace Fugli's imagination
No.
with AI. But as prolific as Fugli is, I don't think he wants to do a thumbnail for me on call on a daily basis for and not get paid for it because I wouldn't ask him to do it.
For I guess there's certain things that AI like it's of like certain acceptable use.
Right, I wouldn't
Like you
use it.
can't shun AI for everything, or
No.
else you're going to be asked out of like
The way the world
development
is, right.
and where the world's going. But you can't
Right.
have everything be done by it.
No,
because then it takes out the soul part.
Right. If I was giving something away, would I use AI? If I was asking, pay what you want, no, I'd have to pay somebody, or get public domain artwork or something of that sort. But you know, it's a weird overlap. But if you don't understand it, you are going to get pushed to the side, and that's we are that generation. If you're our generation, you're the generation where home computers, the Apple computers, the Commodores, the Ataris. Remember, those are the things that, oh my, Commodore 64, a Coleco Atom. Computers were coming into the home, and if you didn't have a computer in your home, you were being left back.
Yeah.
And then IBM PCs started cornering the market, and everything else, except maybe Apple, kind of fell to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then the IBM, now you needed an IBM PC.
Oh, right, because the Windows.
Yep.
Everything got Microsofted.
Everything got Microsofted. Truly, I'm too scatterbrained to keep up most long-term projects. AI helps me consolidate my scattershot thoughts. Exactly. It's a tool. That thing, I had a Commodore 64, then a Tandy 1000 SX. I had a Coleco Atom, which was a Coleco game system, essentially, with a computer built about it, around it. It had a dot matrix. No, it had a daisy wheel printer that was so loud.
We never had computers growing up, like during high school and stuff. Like
Right.
when other people did, like other people had like the Apple,
right?
Like, and they had the Apple like in a computer room at school,
Right?
And you would learn the computers in school, but like my family never had it. And then I got my first because, college was like all those word processors with the nice screen. I was like,
oh yeah, I worked
little sliver of screen.
I worked retail. We sold those. I did
my brother
did my papers.
Yes, that's what I had, and they were good. But then, like for graduate school, I definitely needed a computer. So my first computer was the Compact Presario.
And that's just it.
It was the computer and the monitor all in one thing.
I mean, this phone here holds more computing power than probably any computer.
What we had as kids.
Anything that we had, anything that's older than like 10 years, probably.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. But my parents, they both have Apple phones now. My father
they had to have Apple.
Right, my phone.
Or not Apple, but a smartphone.
My father was the last of the flip phones until AT&T said that's it, you can't have it. And the thing is, for my father, this is still a dumb phone for the most part. Okay, my mother. She can do things on her phone, but her laptop replacement is her iPad. My father, it's a MacBook Air, but they don't use it for everything. I can never teach them AI, but I need to teach myself AI because I need to make sure whatever I'm doing, and I'm listen. I make minimal monies off this YouTube channel, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the
Well, that's the
creation.
thing. It's about doing.
Right.
Like you can't live without doing.
No.
And I feel like this situation with like um preparing a channel and preparing things to do for it, and sort of visualizing where it could go is really exciting, because it's like I'm retired, and it's like, oh well, I have all this experience and background and things.
Right.
um do I sort of say goodbye to it, or
Find a new way
but
to use it.
thinking about a new way of using it, and being able to extend help to other people, and comfort to other people, um is really meaningful to me. Whether it makes money, it's definitely not going to make money straight out the gate,
No.
but hopefully and hopefully it does do something, and but if not, it's like, all right, then maybe I've met other people around these things that I'm excited about, so there's no real possibility of loss as far as I can tell.
This dog is
Come
just
away
like,
from there, please.
she's like, I want to be loved so badly.
I know, but you're gonna have to wait on that.
Don has a very good point. He goes, you are a vlogger. People giving you shit for using AI generated art are morons. It's not like you are making an RPG game and claiming that you created the art.
Right.
Exactly. And again, I'm using it as a tool in my toolbox for these, videos, and it is honestly something that it's come a long way. I will say this. We used to see those like 6-fingered creatures. They couldn't count fingers. They had 6 fingers. They had 4 fingers.
It's sort of like a yoga nidra meditation when you get into it. Your 6th finger. And you consider yourself lucky that you have 6 fingers. And then you move on.
But I was trying to generate a thumbnail, and it had a dwarf with their hand up, like a stop. But the thumb was on the wrong side. And it literally took me 3 tries to get AI to understand what was wrong, even though I thought I was explaining it pretty bluntly. So is it a brilliant thing?
Luna, out from there, please.
Come on. You're annoying the cat because the cat thinks you're taking her stuff. It's not her stuff. It's Daddy's stuff. But come on. Stop causing troubles. The cat's getting protective.
Luna.
She's right here.
Come on. Oh. We'll give you a lift then. Okay?
You see the cat's just as close now, but there, you heard that woof? That's the first time we've got that woof recorded. That my cat woofs. Amazing. She said her piece now, and hopefully we're good. And as for Linux, that was like me playing with.
What that is.
It's another OS. But it's open OS. I played with a Chromebook once or twice. Wanted to like them.
Is that running on Linux?
As close to Linux as I'm ever going to get, probably.
Oh. I've only heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, we could actually theoretically boot.
Is that for the really smart people or something?
Yeah. Fugly sounds like the cat needs an attitude adjustment.
True facts.
She spent probably a couple, like maybe 3 or 4 months of her life, early
Yeah,
life,
at least that on the
on the
street.
street.
So
You
we
know,
forgive her.
and then
Right,
and then she walked into our house. So
decided she was at home and
yeah.
she was going to stay for a while, huh? Yeah.
So I am getting now. I have a new blood glucose reader on, so and I feel fine. So I don't really believe
What does it say?
54.
That's bizarre.
Sometimes when you put a new one on, it takes a little while for them to uh, get
Do you still have the stuff to check manually?
nothing that's
The finger
within.
stick. Oh, it's
Yeah,
not current. Okay.
not current. So I wouldn't even.
No, 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 no. You
I'll,
wouldn't use expired
I'll,
shit.
I'll eat a I'll eat a candy bar after this or something like that. For Don Fugly, giving the cat an attitude adjustment, you have better luck screaming at paint to dry quicker. Yes.
Yeah,
And
cats don't really adjust much.
no, don't really adjust much. Just drop off the key, Lee.
It's cute.
But yeah,
You're
no,
such a silly
free.
I love you.
A
You're
hair,
so good.
Fugly, hair dryer works for both. So, a true recent story. My parents came home on Wednesday from the Poconos. This girl knew that something was going on, so she had full reign of the house. She wasn't giving it up, so she hid in the basement. And one of my parents' cats, Toby,
The big boy.
the big boy,
The big Siberian.
he is a bully. He's not violent. He's just a bully. So he just found out where she was and did this shit. And she was growling, as you've heard on the live tonight. And
Is that how she was growling at him? Or I would
it
think
was
it was worse.
deeper growl.
More satanic.
Yeah, my cat's possessed. But
More demonic.
but the thing is, my father's like, I can get her up. I'm like, really? How? I'll scare her. I'm like, no, don't.
I know.
Like,
I've been dying to terrorize that cat.
please don't. She's got enough. She has enough trust issues as it is.
Right.
I don't
Her
need
trauma history is too much to try and do
So
that.
late at night, somewhere around like 11 o'clock at night, we hear the cat.
Oh my
scream
god,
out of
that
hell.
was something out of hell. That was totally demonic.
She was being. She's like, don't talk about me like that.
I'm sorry, girl. It's all right. You don't have to.
She was
Take it personal.
she was chased by Toby, who then and was taking those like I call them those. If you've ever seen those like
The air
perpetual motion Chinese cat figurines that just kind of do this, he was doing that, but with both paws.
Oh,
Not trying to hit her. It's like, ha ha, I got you now. And she is freaking out. And I yelled at him.
oh, he wasn't landing.
No. And he looked at me like I had grown a third eye. Like, why are you yelling at me? I didn't do it. I'm like, get the out. And he went, oh shit, he's serious. He goes running out. And then Rachel's on the other side of the floor. She comes out.
After I heard that.
And then she's like, Toby, and then he runs downstairs and he gets downstairs and I hear my father going, Toby, what the hell were you doing? That poor cat.
We live in an attached house, so the neighbors, all floors of the neighbors must have been like, oh my god, what's going on over there?
We better
call the police?
Yeah, we better call the police.
And I was like, what time? Like midnight, 1 o'clock?
No, it was like 11:30.
Oh, it was still early.
Yeah, it was
okay.
It could have been the TV set. Maybe it wasn't. I'm like Columbo. I don't know what it. Was it the TV set, sir?
Are you squinting the one eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the TV on too loud? Was that what happened? Or were you beating your wife? I assume it was the TV
Who's
was on
this Toby
too loud.
guy?
Yeah.
Are you Toby?
Who was this Toby that we heard about? Was he banging your wife? Was that what's going on? I need to know. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll find out down at the station. Oh my god. It's almost like I planned it, but I did not. Oh my god. I gotta take a breath now after my Columbo impression.
Well, yeah, because I could see it would be a little
Oh,
difficult in your throat.
I need the raincoat. Maybe I should play Columbo one Halloween.
You also sound like McGruff the crime dog. Remember that when we were kids? They had the crime dog.
McGruff the crime
like,
dog.
Take a bite out of crime.
Take a bite out of crime, kid. What the? As I pee on the hydrant, kid. What are you looking at? I'm McGruff. Oh my!
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, kid. Move along. What? You ain't never seen a dog take a piss in a fire hydrant before? And this is me, sadly sober.
Yeah, isn't that great?
The dog's like, Daddy, I want what you're having. I want to be part of it.
Hair off, yeah.
Oh my God, Daddy, you're just being awesome. And I'm away from the cat. Yeah, I know. But you can't. No, you can't. You can't do. Luna. All right. When Daddy's talking to people, you can't smother him with kisses. When you do, what happens? Daddy's mouth tastes like Luna's saliva, and I don't like that. No. But no, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, dog. It's not a. You like that voice? Holy crap!
She does.
She's like, I wish my daddy sounded like that all the time. He sounds like that McGruff dog. See, Luna, now that you are getting a little bit older and your highlights are coming out, you really do. You really are like a chocolate dog.
Yeah, you see a lot in her little ear hair.
Yes.
There's a couple of places where she has the phantom sort of, I guess it's like an auburn or orange.
Yeah. Go figures. Right here. Look at that. So, in any case, there will be changes coming up on this channel. I'm hoping to have everything lined up by November 1st. Rachel, I told her by the time I lose 10 pounds, we'll kick off her channel. I'm already halfway there. So,
yeah, let's see what we get tomorrow.
Yeah. Mike, welcome. There's no kings here, man, Joe. No, there's no kings here. There's just us puppy dogs. Just puppies. She's not just a puppy. No kings. But maybe. And the only kings I've ever met in my life were Latin.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
So if you told me in New York City, hey, we're gonna have no kings today, I'd be like, oh, so the streets of the South Bronx will be safe to walk in certain areas that weren't safe to walk in.
Are Latin kings still basically existing?
Yeah, they might call themselves differently.
They don't really go away.
Yeah, no, the whole gang thing.
I guess they get prosecuted or big stuff happens and then they kind of lay low a little while.
Not even that. No. So I took a whole course, 2-day course on gangs within the city, and although I no longer have my course material from it, and it would have been dated by about 20 years now.
It does change because we have so many more gangs, like Latin gangs, and other gangs.
But it's interesting because it's almost like the alignment system in D&D. Is that they, you got the Crips on one side, the Latin Kings on the other, and then the other gangs all.
Well, in the Bronx, there was also Crips, on the.
You had Crips, yes.
Yeah, there were Crips on the north.
Yeah.
East.
And we had
side, and then
you had Nietas,
and then
we had but they were
red, the Bloods on the west side.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
because I worked in a Bloods neighborhood, and we couldn't have a lot of the Crips wouldn't want to. They often felt uncomfortable to come there because being in that territory.
Yeah, no.
So we had to refer them to other places that were more east.
It was a very. I worked the streets of the South Bronx in the late '90s. I did uniform narcotics. It's an oxymoron. If you've done law enforcement, it makes no sense. But it was basically a narcotics conditions unit And I
I
got
feel
to
like Nieto was more secretive,
now the
trying to blend more,
well,
less obvious.
Nietas were more businessmen
Mm.
type. Okay, they were also more violent, but they kept their
Oh.
violence businesslike. So the Latin kings, for the most part, the Crips and the Bloods, their violence would spread outside.
Mm. Yes.
The Nietas used violence for business.
Hmm.
So if you were a cop dealing with
More code.
more code,
Mm.
they were more of an organized crime type of thing. It was in the late
Right. Doesn't
90s.
it mean like association or something?
No,
The
not
association, the
no, no.
organization, something like that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have guys that were obviously hanging out because it was a drug spot and somebody was selling, and you'd walk up and it'd be like 10 o'clock at night, and the three guys would see the cop car pull up, and they would all just grab the wall, spread the officers got you do what you do. And then you'd be like, and then I'm looking at the one guy who I'm tossing, just not looking for drugs, making sure that there were no weapons involved. And I saw the two teardrops,
Mm.
and I was like, all right. So this guy has two bodies, two bodies on his notch, and again, it was scary, but it was also like I had less to fear from that than I did with other gang members
Yeah.
because it was business. Really strange time. Now
Yeah.
you're calm. Now you're not trying to. You know we're about to end the live stream, and now you're not going to mess with
I'll be good now.
you're not going to mess with the cat anymore. And the cat's sticking her head out the window.
Yeah, I guess she feels better. She feels like she's safe enough to have her back to everything. You know?
Yep, I know. I know. Okay, are you ready to go back to mommy? There you go. So again, over the next 2 weeks, expect some changes. Nothing on this. Nothing that's going to directly affect the live streams at all. Except I'll probably be putting up reminders in the post section here on the channel to remind people that there are live streams coming up. But maybe I'll do a calendar. Maybe that's probably the wisest
Wow.
thing. Yeah, Rachel's like a calendar. But I want to be. I
I
want
wonder
to.
if that means the house is gonna get neater.
Don't push your luck, lady. Don't push your luck. But I'm trying to. I want to enter 2026 with my feet on the path and in motion, not trying to do things in different directions that are counterproductive and moving forward, if that makes any sense. And I feel that I've got a blueprint now to get everything going in the same direction, and I want to do that. But again, with the regular videos, I want to have days where they drop and times when they drop. Just like you have live streams that are scheduled, you should have regular videos that are scheduled and you know what to expect. So we will get there. Right now, I'm still a bit of a random mess, but we will get there. Other than that, live stream tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on this channel, the Greyhawk Ragnar channel, Joe the Lawyer's channel. I think that this twice a month video live stream,
It's a tri-collab.
I think it's going to blow up. We're going to be doing collaborative posts, I believe, every Friday. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Every Friday,
Yeah.
the three of us, but you've got three very strong OSR personalities with three very strong growing communities, and I just think that's going to be a lot of fun, and we all get along. God knows, we do this on a regular basis, and that will continue. um, oh, Lord Mattias is doing a Halloween one shot with Chubby.
What is that?
It's another channel, and
Oh.
you know who Chubby is?
No.
The Chubby Funster.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Greg, the Final Frontier. So, yeah, and I want to thank Agile again for not only giving me something that's already driven the three videos, and I got another video in the hopper I want to do. But for really supporting this channel, gifting some memberships, it really is a lot. And it means a lot. So, yes, Roger, I can't wait for Sunday's live stream either. I'll be in the Poconos, but I'll have my full setup. Joe is going to be the man in charge of the plan tomorrow. So technically, his channel is the one that's hosting it. So if anything goes wrong, blame Joe the lawyer. Just saying. Just saying. All right, folks. As always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I will see. If you're watching now, I better see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. All right? Just saying. Which Joe? Joe the lawyer. We're going to rotate it probably,
To
though.
Joe.
To Joe. No. I know. Even in our
Joe.
conversations, I'm like, yeah, this is for GG. And then Joe the lawyer's like, who?
JG.
Greyhawk Grognard.
Oh, that's I forget.
I know. All right, folks. Good night. God bless.
Stay well.
Catch you later.